Hello and thank you for tuning in to KTPS TV. I'm Molly Hackett, your host here at TCALC for an interview with Chef Livingston, the culinary arts teacher here at TCALC. Thank you so much for joining us here today, Chef Livingston. So tell me a little bit about how your teaching has changed now that we're in the remote learning.
Teaching has changed a lot for everybody with Zoom. There's a lot of capabilities that Zoom can do. It is really helpful for interacting with the students through visual and through audio. But one thing that we like to do here mostly is the technical part, the actual hands-on learning process, and that's the thing that we're trying really hard not to lose through Zoom and online training or online schooling. So I've had to be pretty creative with being able to come up with some ideas to get students to be able to be engaged with some of those activities and skills that they would practice here. If we were here full time, they'd be able to practice a lot of those skills. So it's been a lot of work to find creative ways and solutions to get them to be able to do that stuff at home.
Now, tell me, is this your first year here at 501 teaching this course, or have you been here for a couple of years?
This is my first year at 501 teaching this course. I started in January, just a couple months before the first COVID shutdown. Last year caught everybody by surprise, and it's been it started off really well, and going back into Zoom, virtual learning was a challenge for most students because they were here, for about 2.5 months, and being able to do all those technical hands-on things that they wanted to do, but to be able to make that transition, that was really difficult for a lot of the students that they were kind of disappointed that they weren't able to do a lot of the stuff that they were doing here because we were have lots of equipment, but we found some good solutions. What I started doing was I came up with the idea to actually make recipe baskets, for the students. So part of what we do is we research recipes and measure those out and stuff and do all those measurements and preparation, and it's called mise en place. All those preparation kind of items before you actually start the cooking. And so the shutdown happened again right before Thanksgiving. I thought it apropos to have the students be able to do some stuff they can celebrate their Thanksgiving with. So we made stuffing from scratch and dinner rolls from scratch. And we prepared those baskets. The students were able to pick them up from the school. And we actually had class time. I think I had like 2 or 3 days where I had the students actually, while we were Zooming, be able to cook in their own kitchens at home. So I was here Zooming on my computer, and they were there Zooming in their kitchens, and it was pretty neat. And I was able to get some nice snapshots of those. And I think overall the students really enjoyed being able to get up from the computer and have that engagement and have that hands-on that training.
COVID's obviously not going to go away anytime soon. So do you plan on continuing doing these basket pickups or drop-offs so that students can continue this learning from home?
Absolutely. We're getting ready to have a couple different projects for Christmas. One of the things we're getting ready to do is we're doing a friendship bread. I don't know if you know what friendship bread is, but you have to have a starter for it, and they make their own starter with just a little bit of yeast and a little bit of flour and a little bit of water. Let that sit for a few days, a little bit of milk. You kind of churn that up, and that's a starter for a friendship bread loaf, and that's something that they'll be able to enjoy, hopefully with their families. And we're going to do some like Christmas muffins and stuff like that to be able to do that, online the week or so before Christmas. I also started just this week posting some alternative assignments that if the students want to get away from their computer and not necessarily do a pencil paper kind of activity, they can get up and actually make dinner from home. I kind of gave them some guidelines on some things I want them to work on, like grilling skills or being able to roast a side of beef or something like that properly. I gave them some guidelines to it and asked them to send me pictures and videos of it, and they're responding pretty well with it. So we're gonna, as long as we're in virtual, we're gonna be doing definitely doing some cooking from home.
That is absolutely amazing. Well, thank you so much for sitting down
Sure.
and for also being an innovative educator, because
Sure.
COVID, we have had to adapt. I know teachers, students, everyone has had to adapt the way that we do everything. So thank you so much for that.
Well, you're welcome. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we will see you next week on the KTPS TV full episode run by students. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Molly Hackett, and this is Chef Livingston.